Lights on set. I'm only here so I don't get fined. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and thank you guys so much for watching my very first YouTube video yesterday. Go check that out if you haven't already. But welcome to my second YouTube video here on the channel. Now, yesterday I told you guys that I was going to take you along on my editorial type self-portrait shoot, and I still want to do that, but I also want to add something else onto it. I'm really in the mood to take some landscapes today, you know, like the sun's not too harsh outside, the sky is just clear enough that I think we could get some nice shots. You know, I might not post any of them, but I want to take you guys along on that journey. So I'm thinking of going to Toronto today, Cherry Beach, and my goal is to, if you guys know anything about Cherry Beach in Toronto, there's this kind of like lifeguard house, or I don't even know how you would explain it, outhouse kind of thing, but it backs onto some water, and there's beautiful snow around this time of year, around that kind of outhouse thing. Yeah, words aren't really my specialty, aren't they? But you know, we'll try that again. But like, there's snow around the outhouse, and man, I'm just imagining a picture right here of the house and the camera, and then just the beautiful blue skies, and I'm really hoping that there's going to be a little bit of snowfall, because, you know, it's going to be an absolutely beautiful shot. But I know it's not making any sense right now talking to you guys, but like, once we get onto the field, once we get to Cherry Beach, I promise you guys it's going to be an absolutely beautiful picture. I mean, like, a video is just a bunch of picture. I'll shut up. But I also want to get my editorial shot done there. And, you know, I don't really know what I'm looking for in terms of the editorial self-portrait. So, like, you know, knowing me, I'm probably going to drop the editorial part because I'm kind of scared to do anything editorial. And I'm just going to do a nice little self-portrait. But, you know, who knows? We'll see what happens once we get to Cherry Beach. So, you know, without further ado, I'm gonna go shower and let's go to Cherry Beach. Two things. One, the picture, absolutely horrendous. Like, I could save it if I put it in Photoshop and I like went ham on it, but I didn't want to do, you know, like a Photoshop picture. I wanted to like kind of do, of course I was going to put it into Photoshop after, just like to fix it, but I didn't want to do a picture where I solely had to use Photoshop to make the picture look good. So, you know, driving home from Toronto, it started snowing, and out in my backyard, I'm like, damn, you know, it's really white outside. So I think the picture I'm going to do now is going to be more so in the snow. You know, so let's go upstairs, and I'm gonna bring you guys along, show you what I'm gonna do, and, you know, maybe this picture will turn out just how I need it to. Come on. I actually always wanted to do that, so I'm really happy that on episode 2 of, you know, this 365 daily vlogs, I was able to do, you know, like the whole hand trans. I don't know. It was just, I'm a YouTube addict, so seeing that, being able to actually do it, life-changing. But anyways, yeah, I went upstairs, changed into a Hawaiian shirt, as you know, it's pretty obvious, and I quickly went outside, and I realized it's actually freezing. You know, like, it's genuinely freezing. So, you know, somebody who their entire vacation got ruined because of COVID, and like they're kind of just sitting in their Hawaiian shirt and their boxers at home. It'll make sense when you guys see the picture. But yeah, I'm gonna go set it up, and then let's go through the works. Okay, so this is mainly my fault. I totally forgot to record me taking the picture because I don't have a second camera, so I couldn't like set up a camera and watch me. So I think for next time I'm just gonna use my phone and use that to record like the parts where I have to use like my camera, my GH5. But yeah, so basically how the picture was, how it got set up is in front of like my door. I had opened the door and I sat in front of the door because I didn't want to go outside because it was freezing cold. Like, I tried, I'll put up the pictures right here. Like, I tried going outside and taking pictures, but it was just so cold outside. I couldn't even like pose or anything. So basically what happens, I sat in front of the door and I set up the camera right in front of me on kind of like a vertical, and then the whole concept that I changed it, and I wish I could have explained it to you guys yesterday, but I changed the entire concept, and it's kind of like a half shot of my face, and in the background is going to be like a bunch of snow, but you can still see the Hawaiian shirt, so you're still going to get the kind of, you know, COVID ruined vacation, but it's not going to be more so like winter ruined my vacation, you know, like snowed in. Maybe, who knows. But yeah, I'm gonna take the picture into Lightroom right now, show you guys some of the edits, and then you guys won't have to see my face for another 24 hours. All right, okay, let's go do that. Okay, so guys, we're here in Lightroom right now, and this is the picture as you guys can see. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't really love it, okay? I think it's lazy of me, and I think honestly, I could have done better, but the beauty of this is that now we know for next time. I know for next time the execution, you know, trying to get better. This is not the best picture I've ever taken, nor will it be the best picture after I edit it. But okay, so here's what I want to do. First, I want to edit the colors. I want to kind of make this like a darker. I'm kind of thinking more of like a flat, like, you know, like the preset that already comes. What is it called? Yeah, the creative preset that you get like in Lightroom, like flat and green. Like I kind of really like this. I'm not just gonna put a preset and then call it a day, but kind of like this is my starting point, work from here, and then I want to add some snow in the background just so, you know, you can kind of give more of the effect, because in camera yesterday I thought I got a lot more snow in the shot, but apparently not. Maybe if I what. No. You know what? The bright preset. Just gonna basically like take down my highlights and then take up my shadows and my whites. Yeah, you know what? I like this a lot too, because it makes it more of a cooler image, you know? I think the other one was more depressed, and I'm trying to get away from the depressed looks to my pictures. But then again, my face. Bright. Okay, I've decided on bright. I'm sorry, guys, but I've decided on the bright. Okay. So what do I want to do here? So I have really bad skin in this. So I'm going to take the texture down. But if I take the texture down, that just makes my face blurry. So I'm going to clarity. Okay. Does anybody else like see clarity and they're like, who would you like? This doesn't look good. Just okay. Anyways, guys, I'm going to play around with some settings, and then I'll come and find you guys later. Okay, so guys, the picture is all but edited right now. So as you can see on the left side here is the before picture, and what I did was I brought down the exposure and the contrast. It's because I wanted to make it more of a flat picture. I thought there was a lot of contrast here. And then I didn't touch any of the presets that we had set out from like bright already. And then I took down the texture because my skin was really bad. And I brought up the clarity just to kind of balance that out. Brought up the saturation and vibrance a little bit just because I was wearing a colorful shirt, so I wanted it to pop. And the good side of that is it didn't mess up my skin, didn't make me look like a good old 45. On the curve, I kind of did like the little boat curve, little boats and curves. And then yeah, you can see here my colors. I don't know, I kind of like somewhat of what the picture turned out here to add a little bit of a vignette on top, and then scaled it up a little bit just so you can get half my face and not just, you know, my full nose. Yeah, and then also added some grain just because zooming in the picture wasn't completely in focus, so adding just a little bit of grain just kind of balanced everything out. So yeah, gonna pop this baby into Photoshop right now, and I'll show you guys what the picture looks like when it's done. So you guys are gonna see that surprise right now. Okay, so we have the picture right here in Photoshop, and I like how it turned out here with the snow. We added the snow layer right here, and I really like what it does because it kind of just takes away from my face, and it kind of makes you look into the distance, and it kind of adds this mystery, like, ooh, what's behind him? You know, why is he sad? Which definitely wasn't my intention going in. I wanted it to be a completely clear picture, like you knew what I was trying to portray, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm just happy that we were able to get a picture out and a picture done. So yeah, yeah, okay. All right, guys, so that's everything for today's video. I know it might be a little bit long one. I think it might be a little bit over than 10 minutes, but it's okay. To make up for that, tomorrow I'm going to show you guys what's in my camera bag 2021. It was only a matter of time before I did it, but thank you guys so much, and I'm sorry that I couldn't show you guys anything from Cherry Beach. Maybe one time when I have the confidence, I'll show you guys how bad the picture turned out. But anyways, see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Love you all. Bye.